I am Noah Smith. Before we start, make sure to like and follow the channel, because today's topic might change the way you understand life. How cosmic energies influence our daily lives. You know those days when you wake up and it feels like the entire universe decided to test you. Nothing goes right, your mood oscillates, suddenly you feel tired. Well, many people don't realize it, but this could be directly related to what we call cosmic energies. These energies are invisible forces that come from different sources. The sun, the moon, the planets, the stars, and even the Earth's magnetic field. Everything in the universe vibrates and moves, and these oscillations end up influencing our body, our mind, and our emotions. An easy example to understand: the moon has enough power to affect the tides of the oceans. Now think about it. If it moves tons of water, imagine what it can do to our body, which is made up of over 70% water. The reactions can range from mood swings, anxiety, insomnia, to that feeling of being more inspired or productive on certain days. It all depends on which type of energy is stronger at that moment. But don't worry, it's not just about suffering the effects. We can learn to recognize these cycles and use them to our advantage. Observing the phases of the moon, practicing meditation, taking mindful breaks on heavier days. These are small habits that help maintain balance. In the end, understanding how these forces act can be the first step toward living a lighter and more aligned life with the universe. Cosmic energies are like invisible waves that circulate throughout the universe, passing through galaxies, stars, and reaching us here on Earth. They are in constant motion, changing intensity and direction, even when we don't perceive it. Many times, we go through our day-to-day routine without imagining that these subtle forces are influencing us every moment. One example that many people have already noticed is the phases of the moon. Who hasn't heard someone say their sleep was messed up because of the full moon? Or that, on certain nights, they feel more restless, with difficulty relaxing. The moon's force is so great that it moves the oceans, creating the tides. If it has this kind of power over water, imagine the effect it can have on our bodies, which are also made mostly of water. The seasons of the year are another practical example of how these cosmic forces affect us. In winter, we feel a natural desire to stay quieter, more withdrawn, seeking rest and warmth. Meanwhile, in spring and summer, it feels like energy returns with full force. Our bodies crave movement, contact with nature, outdoor activities, and more social interaction. This happens because our bodies react to changes in light, temperature, and energy that the planet receives at different times of the year. These energies, although invisible to our eyes, are real and present. Our bodies, minds, and emotions are extremely sensitive to these variations. Each person feels them differently. While some become more restless, others may feel more introspective or fatigued. There's no fixed rule, but it's very common to notice changes in mood, sleep, and even physical disposition on energetically heavier days. Recognizing the existence of these forces is the first step to better understanding your own inner rhythm. Observing the cycles of nature, paying attention to your own emotional and physical reactions, and being more aware of the present moment can help a lot. When we start noticing these signs, it becomes easier to make choices that align with what our body and mind are asking for. The truth is that we do want to always understand where that sudden discouragement or wave of anxiety comes from, especially when it seems to have no apparent reason. You might be having a perfectly normal day, with everything planned, and suddenly feel an emotional weight that's hard to explain. In some cases, these feelings may be directly related to the fluctuations of the cosmic energies around us. Our body works like a sensitive antenna, capable of picking up changes that occur in the environment, even those our eyes do not see. The energies circulating through the universe are in constant motion. Physical fatigue is also a very common sign during these periods. Even after a good night's sleep, there are days when getting out of bed feels like a real challenge. During times when the Earth's magnetic field experiences fluctuations, many people report a lack of energy, difficulty concentrating, and a constant feeling of exhaustion, as if the body is carrying extra weight. On the other hand, there are also blocked days, when nothing seems to go right. That simple task turns into a challenge, problems crop up one after another, and a feeling of stagnation takes over. These blocks can also be connected to moments of energetic instability. It's as if the universe is asking for a pause, a moment of reflection before moving ahead. Observing these signs with attention and without judgment can make all the difference. Learning to listen to your own body and respecting your internal cycles helps you traverse the more challenging periods with more balance and calm. Likewise, making the most of positive energy days is also essential for bringing projects to life and living with more vigor. When we realize that the energies around us can influence our mood, our motivation, and even our decisions, the next step is to seek ways to protect ourselves and align with these movements. The objective isn't to control the universe, but to learn to live in harmony with it. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to do this is by practicing mindful breathing. In moments of anxiety or restlessness, pausing for a few minutes to close your eyes and breathe deeply can help balance your emotions. Breathing slowly, counting 2, 4 as you inhale and 2, 6 as you exhale, the nervous system and reconnects you to the present moment, Meditation is also a powerful tool. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. Just 5 minutes of silence, focusing on your breath or heartbeat, can make a difference. This regular practice helps reduce stress, improves concentration, and strengthens the mind against external energetic fluctuations. Another important tip is to observe the cycles of nature. Moon phases, eclipses, solstices, and equinoxes are moments of significant energetic shifts. During a full moon, for example, emotions tend to intensify. During eclipses, it's common to feel confused or unstable. Knowing this allows you to prepare better to navigate these days. Making big decisions during emotionally unstable periods can also be risky. If you notice that you're feeling anxious, irritated, or mentally overwhelmed, it's best to postpone major decisions like changing jobs, ending relationships, or making financial investments. Wait for a calmer day when your mind is clearer. Being aware of your own emotions is the most important step of all. Often we act on impulse without realizing how we're truly feeling. That's why it's worth building the habit of taking small pauses throughout the day to ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? This simple question can help you recognize whether what you're re-experiencing is the result of a real situation or just a temporary energetic influence. Taking care of your body is also a form of protection. Sleeping well, maintaining a balanced diet, and staying hydrated are all actions that strengthen your personal energy field. Connecting with nature is another powerful ally. Walking barefoot on the ground, absorbing sunlight, and connecting with natural elements like trees, water, or even the wind can help release accumulated energy. If you notice that, even with all these practices, the symptoms persist, it's worth considering complementary practices such as Reiki, aromatherapy, or herbal baths, which many people use to balance their energies. The most important thing to remember is that we are all part of this vast cosmic field. Paying attention to the signals from your body, mind, and emotions helps you navigate these periods in a lighter, more conscious way in harmony with the universe. Life is full of moments that seem inexplicable. One day, everything flows with ease. The next, you wake up and can instantly feel a heaviness in the air. For a long time, many people believed these fluctuations were just random or purely internal. But little by little, we begin to realize that we are connected to something much greater. Cosmic energies are part of this vast invisible system that surrounds us. We can't see these forces with our eyes, but we can feel them in our bodies, minds, and emotions. When we pay attention, we start to notice how small details in our environment or in our emotional state can actually be signs of these influences. The most important thing to remember is that these phases pass. No energy lasts forever. Everything in the universe is in constant motion. There are cycles of expansion and cycles of retreat, days for action and days for stillness. And all of this is part of a natural flow that helps us grow and evolve. Seeking balance doesn't mean trying to control what happens around us. It means learning how to navigate situations with more lightness and awareness. We can use meditation, conscious breathing, connecting with nature, or even simply looking at the sky to reconnect and find our center. We don't control the universe, but we can learn how to tune into it. Understanding these cycles is like learning how to surf the waves of life. Knowing that some waves will be calm and others more intense, but all of them are taking us somewhere. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about how cosmic energies influence your life, follow me here on the channel. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a day when you clearly felt a shift in the energy around you? A day when everything just worked out or when everything seemed stuck? Share your experience in the comments and let's connect.